Hello and welcome to T3. One of the many ways Make It Work helps you achieve a stress-free digital lifestyle. I'm Jeremy Anticoni, and here's what's trending. Intel is investing a lot of resources in energy systems. An experimental system that's been designed by Intel is a wireless device that plugs into a single power outlet and then monitors and computes the energy consumption of a home. This device is able to monitor an entire household's consumption with one device. It's also able to be monitored by Intel's Home Energy Display, which is a touchscreen device to monitor consumption. It shows room by room and day by day usage. It allows homeowners to find leaks in energy and find ways to conserve. Intel is estimating that this system can save up to $500 a year in energy costs. Clearly, the system could pay for itself in less than a year. And it's important to start realizing how to start conserving electricity. You know that silly tweet that you sent last week? Well, now it may be part of the permanent archive in the Library of Congress. Twitter and the Library of Congress announced a partnership on Wednesday where Twitter is donating the archives going back to 2006, including the first tweet from Twitter's co-founder Jack Dorsey, just the word Jack. Twitter has become a popular and expressive media outlet, and the Library of Congress wants to be able to track the significant events that are recorded on Twitter. The Haiti earthquake and other natural disasters, the protests in Iran, the Iraq War, the presidential election, all of these things are recorded by the public by their tweets. Only public tweets are going to be archived, so if you have yours set to private, they will not be recorded. The Library of Congress will delay access to specified archived tweets for 6 months after they're posted. And the archive will always have billions of tweets missing because there's a 6-month rolling window where they have the access to the data. Google is also starting to roll out Twitter search, which was announced Wednesday as well. So it'll be interesting to see how people react to their tweets being stored permanently. USB, or the Universal Serial Bus, allows connectivity between a device and a host. Some examples, of course, would be keyboards, mice, printers, digital cameras, and now more commonly, mobile devices, smartphones and MP3 players. We get a lot of questions about devices and charging them. What's what kind of different connector types are there, and can I use different chargers? Well, let's first start with the connector types. USB has several different standards. Originally, it was just A and B, and those are most commonly used for computer peripherals. You're probably familiar with those. One end has kind of a square connector, the others are flat rectangle. Then came mini A and B, and these were for smaller devices and cell phones and so. But that wasn't small enough, so micro USB was introduced, about half the thickness of mini USB. And if this sounds ironic, it certainly does, because it's becoming not so universal. Well, I've got some good news. Micro USB, which was adopted in January by the Open Mobile Terminal Platform, essentially a consortium of device manufacturers, has endorsed the micro USB as a standard going forward. Motorola, Nokia, LG, Samsung, Sony Ericsson, and RIM, who makes BlackBerry, have all agreed to change to this new standard over the next 2 years, which means that they will not have to provide new chargers with every phone in the future. If you might have noticed, Apple is of course not on that list. And as long as manufacturers adhere to the USB standard, these chargers are interchangeable, as USB provides about 5 volts of power. Be cautious of inexpensive chargers though. They may look right, have the right connector, but if they're not following the standard strictly, you may get too high or too low voltage and risk damaging your devices. Thanks for tuning in for T3. For tech trends and more, visit MakeItWork.com. I'm Jeremy Anticoni, and that's what's trending.